Okay, does this feel familiar? You get paid, and like before you can even breathe, it's just gone. The whole check, bills, groceries, and you're back to nothing. Yeah, that was my life for a long time. Just stuck, covering last week's problems with this week's money. Always stressed, always waiting for the next thing to go wrong. But look, I'm not gonna sit here and throw 100 budget rules at you. And I'm definitely not gonna say, just save more when there's, nothing left to save. I just wanna share the 5 rules I actually lived by. Like, when I was really broke, these are the ones that finally got me some breathing room. Okay, rule 1, and this is gonna sound backwards. Ditch your normal budget, that fancy 50-30-20 thing. Yeah, useless when you can't even cover the basics. So instead, you build what I call a survival budget. This one honestly changed everything for me. See, I used to budget off my average income, but my pay was all over the place. And one bad month, the whole thing just fell apart, every time. So I flipped it. I started budgeting off my lowest month. The worst case. And that forced me to get really honest. Like, what do I actually have to pay? Rent, utilities, gas to get to work, the cheapest groceries I could manage. And that's it. Everything else, it just had to wait. Because this part isn't about thriving yet. It's just about surviving. It's about making sure, your 4 walls are safe. First, before you even think about anything else. Rule 2. So everybody tells you to build this 3 to 6 month emergency fund, right? And when I was broke, that felt like $1 million. Genuinely impossible. Like, the pressure of it alone kind of just made me feel like a failure. So I said, forget it. Forget the giant fund. I'm starting tiny. I called mine the Weird Little Expenses Fund. That's literally what I named it. And my first goal wasn't $1,000. It was 100. Just 100. That was the whole mission. Scrape together $100 and kind of hide it from yourself. Because this money's for the annoying little stuff that always pop up. A flat tire, a prescription, when your coffee pot just dies on you. The stuff that used to send me straight to a credit card, every time. And once I hit that 100, next goal was 250, then 500. Starting that small, honestly, it just made it feel possible. The little wins kept me going. Rule 3, stop trying to predict the future and just look at the past. I gave up on all those apps that wanted me to plan out every single dollar ahead. Instead, end of the week, I'd just sit down with my bank statement and just, see where my money actually went. And honestly, doing it backwards like that was so much less stressful. It wasn't about guilt. It was just, okay, here are the facts. And you see the little leaks. A coffee here, some subscription there, and it's just right there, in black and white. No guessing. I found out I was paying almost $50 a month on subscriptions I forgot I even had. Canceling them wasn't even a sacrifice. And that 50, straight into the fund. Rule 4, automate your savings, even if the amount feels kind of laughable. And I know, you're thinking, automate what? There's nothing left. Trust me, I felt that too. But I made myself auto-save $5 a paycheck. Just $5. Just $5. Set it to move the day right after I got paid, before I could touch it. And did I miss that $5? Honestly, nope, not once. It was so small it didn't mess with my survival budget at all. But a few months in, it actually started adding up. Quietly. It just built the habit. No stress, no big decision every time. And that little transfer, that was my proof that I could do this, even when I swore I couldn't. Okay, rule 5. And this is the one that holds all of it together. When money's tight, your one job, protect the essentials. So if it's ever rent versus a credit card bill, you pay the rent. Every time. No question. Lights or a student loan, you keep the lights on. Simple as that. And one thing I learned, you gotta actually talk to your creditors. Just call them. Explain what's going on. It's not as scary as it feels. A lot of times they'll set up a temporary plan. Way better than hiding from it. But the biggest thing, I had to let go of the guilt. Because keeping a roof over my head, food on the table, that's not irresponsible. That was the most responsible thing I could have done. Really. And that stable ground, that's what let me actually work on everything else. Look, these 5 rules, they didn't make me rich overnight. That was never really the point. The point was just to stop drowning. The after for me wasn't some fancy life, it was just knowing a flat tire wouldn't wreck me. That constant nagging stress, it finally let up a little. So yeah, survival budget, that little weird expenses fund, tracking backwards, automate whatever tiny amount you can, and protect your core needs like your life depends on it. You can really do this, I promise. If any of this helped, subscribe. I keep quick note, even something tiny. Oh, and quick note, these are just honest tips from my own life. See you next time.